everything. Now, even if you don't have everything in place, doesn't mean that you don't start to build momentum for it. It's kind of like what I said before. When I said, when you're broke, when you're financially inept, when you're, say, broke mentally and broke physically, and you have debt, you just get a little bit of money. You put it away and you grow it. Then you look at it, when you see it, when you feel it, when you have it. Even though you have something telling you you're in debt, you have the feeling of having something. Money is something you could buy, something that you could accomplish, something that's very great. It can be great. Many people feel they can scam you for it and everything else. It's power. That's what they want. They want the power to control you. They want that momentum. Everybody wants money because money is momentum. What I hear a lot is the saying, you have to protect your money. Well, it's true. You're protecting who you are, you're protecting your flow, you're protecting your freedom. Your freedom is your livelihood. Your freedom is something that's going to guide you to being great in every kind of way possible. It's your freedom. When you don't have that freedom, when you don't have that momentum going, you don't have the confidence, you self-doubt yourself, you defeat yourself in everything. Let's just say, I've got a friend who will put you down just to make himself feel good. Now, it's true. Let's just say people do that. Instead of, they feel they have the need to put you down so they could build momentum that way. So they could feel good about themselves. So they could feel good in front of the group. Well, I got news for you. It's all a matter of building yourself stronger. It's all a matter of the mindset to build in life and to get stronger. If you don't worry about what that person says, or what others says, or everybody else is mentally, I've been worried about, because it defeats that flow. If you don't let that get to you, You could build on something great. You could build an empire. You could build and recreate and rebuild what you need to build. If you have a vision in mind, if you have something that you are aspired for, you could be like a freight train, building, winning, and everything. It's like a disruptive flow. Now, I will discuss momentum and Daniel Bryan after the break.
How do you save money? In my first book, I taught you why we go broke. If you read my book, you understand that there are many ways we can go broke, and you will understand that you need to understand about saving money, or at least not spending more than you make. If you're picking up this book because you need more tips on how to reinforce your saving skills, then this book is for you. I first want to tell you my story and enforce to you why saving is important. I didn't take the advice when I was younger. I read a book that said at least 10% needs to be saved for retirement or to be saved in The Richest Man of Babylon. There is one major rule with saving money, and that is you want to spend less than you make and have your money work for you. Many people feel the 401k or Social Security will be good for them, but that is not enough. This is why the second rule is having your money make more money. What happens if there are problems? Let's say you get laid off from your job, your car breaks down, or something in your house breaks down. There are cases where you need an emergency fund saved up. There are many tricks in saving money, and there are many tips to put your money aside for a rainy day. The trick is not to touch it and let it build up. There are more tips. I only gave you a few. It is only up to you to do this. One final tip along your saving travels, and that is you can live your life day to day, or you can plan for the future and relax a little.
Okay, I'm back. That was Saving How to Save Your Money by Joseph Vivaldi. That it can be found in Amazon, Audible, and iTunes. I chose this selection, and it is even available on Amazon Kindle. I chose this selection because a lot of what I was talking about is saving money, and I should have taken these tips and built that momentum. I'm taking that advice now. Back from the break. Alright. Momentum. Momentum and how to get yourself stronger. Daniel Bryan and momentum. In 2013, at least I think it was 2013, Daniel Bryan was on fire with wrestling. He was going through opponents. He was mowing down them. He had the momentum going. He built it. He carried on after Team Hell No. As the story goes, he got defeated. How did he get defeated? He got defeated by Randy Orton after Triple H pedigreed him after his victory. He robbed him of that moment. And they kept on beating him. Week after week, humiliating him. Humiliating people around them. Showing their power. Triple H thought, momentum was on his side. However, the tides were about to turn. after Daniel Bryan's feud with Bray Wyatt, he realized his goal. He realized he got screwed out of the Royal Rumble. That would infuriate people. No mention of it whatsoever. But you know what? It was Daniel Bryan's time. That year was Daniel Bryan's year, not Batista's. And you know what? Daniel Bryan had hijacked Raw. Now, you're saying, how does that turn the momentum? Gets people, and it gets him, that he's standing up to the authority. He's standing up for his rights. He's standing up for his power. And it built that WrestleMania story. He went through Triple H that night. He won. He went through all of Evolution that night. They won. And little did he know, the Shield story would have been ready to come to an end then, as Evolution feuded with the Shield, and lo and behold, the Shield broke up. Another story, which Shield came together today to reform after that. But the Daniel Bryan period, that was something that carried on. And that was something that lived in its infamy. It carried on and did its job. I'm going to take a break because I got a scratchy throat and I feel like blowing my nose right now. That's too much information, but it's what I gotta do. It happens. Back. Going to break.
This is an overview of what you need to make a book great. If you're going to make it mean something, you should go overboard and use those strengths to your advantage and use those tools. I know I might not have covered everything in this book. This is an overall how-to, and some things you will find in other books. Here is a word of advice. This is your baby. If you nurture it and make it grow, it will grow. You may find that you have done this for a while, and then this time around, you may never get it done. You may have personal problems in your life, and it might attack you in every direction. With this, you might go through a breakup or a divorce. You may go through family problems. You may go through hell and back. But keep going through your pain. Finish that book or keep on writing your books. Eventually, your hard work will pay off. You could have a hell of a year with writing. But in writing, it is being able to come out with stuff. You could outsource, but wouldn't you want your own words being heard? Some people may have thought that I outsourced in the span of 2 years, but I did all that work myself. I lost my relationship along the way because of it. But when you have a dream in life, you have to go for it, no matter what you lose. I know